Alright, so this is my first video. Yeah, I just wanted to try reaction videos out, see how I do with them. So this will be a test run. Um, this is going to be season 3, episode 1 of Young Justice. I believe it's called Prince's All. Um, as far as my history with Young Justice is, I watched it after it aired in like 2013, 2014, somewhere in there. So the show's already canceled. Um, but I fell in love with it instantly. I heard about it when it was in development. I was finishing up high school at that time, 2012. Um, I heard Jesse McCartney was going to be in it. I was like, what? It just did not sound interesting. It sounded like there was just a kiddie show. But I'm glad I was wrong. It had so many great characters. Aqualad, Calder, one of my favorite characters now. I really hope he gets in the movies one day. I know with Aquaman it's kind of hard because Black Manta is pretty young there. So anyway, Calders are great. Artemis is great. Great to see a biracial hero in there. And just sort of the depths and edges that they're willing to go with, like the body image with Magan. Um, dealing with um, you know sort of abusive households and parentage and lineage and all that with Artemis and going, uh, they it's a kids show, so they kind of um, skim the line with how dark can go. But I did not expect them to actually do what they did with Wally. I don't think he's dead, but that was still pretty dark, even though Justice League cartoon way before 10 years, 15 years before that. Well, not 15, that's too way, but 10 years before that. It was dark places. I'm rewatching that now actually, and I'm at the last two episodes of Unlimited. They killed off some villains. They they did some dark stuff with Luthor and some crazy Grundy. Oh my God! And I'm getting off topic again. But as far as Young Justice goes, I didn't have to wait as long as some people did. Like I said, I wasn't with it from the beginning. I joined a couple years late, but I still had to wait a couple years. I showed it to my friends. I got them hooked. But yeah, I've been rewatching the series about 3 times now, 4 times now. Um, and today's the day, as they say in the first episode. Here we are. As far as what I know about this season, I've seen the trailers. I've seen the official trailers, I should say, Comic-Con one, and then they sent out a couple, like one or two more after that. I did not watch any clips. I know they released like the first 3 minutes of footage on DC Daily, and I know they did like a scene from it was called Bedlam or something with Nightwing. I didn't watch that at all. I've seen some promotional footage or promotional, screens, like character designs and stuff like that. So I know some of the characters that are showing up. But as far as plot, I just know it's about metahuman trafficking, Markovia, um, um, outsiders. I think something with Black Lightning. He's going to be one of the main figures now, apparently. Um, but yeah, I don't really know what to expect besides aliens. There's some New God stuff I saw. Darkseid's obviously going to come back. Um, but yeah, let's just see what this is about. Picking up right back on
This
Independence
is no
Day.
time for you to resign.
Oh, it's right
Don't
after
resign.
season 2.
Just but Dick. I need a break, Calder. You, me, Wally.
So this is what I was
We
mad
founded
about
this team.
because
Without him,
Calder founded the team too. He should
I
take a break.
understand.
Calder was undercover
This
for
team has had successes,
2, 3 years,
but much
whatever.
remains to be done. Marshall,
Like I get
Beast Boy,
Nightwing
you're
and
Alpha.
Wally
The
were best
RZOM
friends,
has
but
called for
Calder was
Mars.
part
We
of the
need
first
help.
3.
Tigress under a new name.
Business as
We
usual.
need proof.
Markovberg, 2 years later, same date. Picking up right at the same date. That's cool. 2 years though.
I'm sorry, Otto. We
She's alive.
None of that now.
This is metahuman trafficking. Okay. Anna. Who's Anna? That's Vertigo. Count Vertigo's in the background. Parademons? Ran? What? What's going on? I heard about Plasmus from Teen Titans. I think this is Plasmus. I think that's what someone was saying. So those are definitely parademons. We're back on Ram from season 2. Superman's in his new look. The animation style looks so similar. I'm so glad they picked it up. They didn't update it really. I mean, it's kind of polished, but it's still the same style. Is that Killer Frost or Ice? Wonder Woman. It's Ice. Okay. There's Black Lightning. Is Carrie Payton voicing? I think Carrie Payton's voicing Black Lightning too. Is she dead?
Indicate heart
And they're gonna
failure,
blame him for it.
and I'm reading a female from Earth.
He's gonna feel guilty about killing her. He didn't kill her though. It's the frickin' experimentation.
Yama,
She's
you
white
learned
Martian.
something from me.
Recognized.
Steel! Calder! My boy! Is he part of the league now?
As leader of the team, you
It's crazy. And
I hereby
Calder's
call this
part.
emergency meeting of the Justice League to order. I see that all of the Leaguers stationed on Earth are here, either in person or via hologram.
What?
So let us get right to it.
Wait.
My co-chair has urgent news from the hero
Co-chair.
leading on our various
What?
missions in space. On Earth, our ongoing struggle with metahuman trafficking has
Struggle. Try disaster.
Teens and even kids are being abducted on an unprecedented scale. They're tested for the metagene, and if they test
The animation's a bit
they're
different,
used as
you can
guinea
tell.
pigs to create
I don't know
new
if I like it or.
metahumans.
And even if
It's
they test
similar,
negative,
but
they're
there's a
rarely
bit
seen
of a
again.
difference.
Metahumans are being treated as the next exploitable resource.
He's hamstrung us. I mean, come on. When that tsunami hit Malaysia, we couldn't even go in.
See,
on
it
a
kind of looks cheaper
humanitarian
here.
mission.
I don't
you
know.
become removed, distant from the people the League was created to serve.
Not by choice.
Perhaps it's time to acknowledge that the League has outlived its usefulness on Earth. I'm sorry, but I hereby tender my resignation
What?
to the Justice League.
So do I.
What?
Ollie,
What the?
if you're leaving, leave.
Jeez. I'm gonna have to rewatch this because I missed why they're leaving. Something with
This
Luthor.
war wasn't a part of it, so the League will not be held responsible for its former members' actions.
Jeez.
It's time.
They're still dating. That's cool.
Time? Time for what?
Recognized. Green arrow.
Tim.
Robin, Tim, where are you going?
2-8.
Spoiler and Arrowette.
2-7.
All the Bat fam and the Arrow
Join
fam.
us, Jeff.
Oh my god.
I think we want.
I'm sorry, Virgil. Maybe you can find a new mentor.
You can still
One
freaking
who's
teach him.
less damaged.
Oh my god.
Will someone please tell me what's going on?
What the fuck is going on here? Okay, so that's where Barbara is. She's Oracle. Is she paralyzed or is she just Oracle?
Then let's shut him down.
You say it, let's blow this joint. Ooh, that come over. Jeez, man. Could've killed them.
Okay, this is Crash. A solid lead to the source
Crash.
of our...
Serve Markovia.
To serve, but not to rule. You have a twin brother.
Fraternal twin, yes.
Oh,
Igor is heir to the throne
Gregor.
because he was born 16 minutes before you. How does it feel to be just
Calm
16
down, cat.
minutes away from the crown?
are they gonna die?
Thank you.
All right.
Or Artemis?
Hey, Brucey, I'm up. Come up.
Let her rest! Let her rest! She deserves a break!
Here you go.
Is that Roy?
Please. Hey, Roy. I mean, Will.
Will?
Sorry, still not used to it.
Well, Richard,
This is
I
Clone
mean,
Roy.
Dick, who are you here to recruit this time?
Who do you think? Is she supposed to be Karaki or? Okay, speedster. What the? She let you in! Prince of Persia over here. Oh my god. They're going here this season. They're like, Cartoon Network, he screwed up. We're gonna go there. God. Showing actual blood. Are they gonna decapitate this dude? Oh my god. Oh, the royal family's dead. Mom and dad. Who else? Superboy?
Hi, McGann. I need to borrow your guy here. There's a mega human trafficking syndicate in Markovia that we can
Just
shut
need to
down
steal
if
your
we want.
boyfriend.
Should only take a day.
I'm carrying this around for a month, waiting
Oh
for
my
just the right
god.
moment. I figure the moment's now.
That's a nice ring.
Again, will you marry me?
7 years, so.
Oh, I can hear
I'm like,
you trembling in your living rooms now.
where's Tim
But
Curry?
we got it.
Chaotic security forces, the extreme
How
authority
topical.
to get the job done.
Well, of course not. Now.
Okay.
But Gregor is only 17, so until he comes of age next year,
Brion is
I will
freaking
be acting as his
17. This man looks like he's 25. And a hero. Aquaman! Book me greater than a king.
Hello, Dr. Jace.
Anissa! They're so tiny!
No, forget it. Don't even start.
It's an entire mega human trafficking syndicate.
He said no.
We can take it
I
down
see you,
in
Dick.
one night.
Boy, in Super Cycle. It's a new mode. New Super Cycle mode. The bike looks different.
Recognize.
That's it. Oh. Aww. That's cute. Oh, fuck. I'll look at the voices later. So yeah, that was episode 1 of season 3. Um, it went by so fast. But I'm glad they're triple dropping these. Titans, the DC Universe one, that went really quick. Each episode just it felt they were like 40 minutes long, but they just felt so quick. So I'm glad they're triple dropping these. It's like a full hour, basically, of Young Justice. So important things this episode. The first thing I went to was McGann. She's a white Martian. She like I know she's a white Martian. But she's like white Martian, but in the green Martian form. You know what I'm saying? She's white in the green Martian form. I don't know if that's if there there could be she's learned to accept her white Martianness, but they want to sort of tone down the animation because, like I've been saying a couple times, animation style looks a bit cheaper in some points, especially the talking scenes where they're just sitting there talking. The faces are kind of less detailed, um, and they really linger on those shots. So I don't know if it's a budgetary concern or what, but so I don't know if that's why she's not in full white Martian like monster form or what. Um, Superboy is darker. I don't know. Those are just some weird visual things that stuck out to me. As far as the plot goes, it was pretty, on the money. I'm not really expecting much. It was with the triple drop. I'm expecting more of a three-part story for each sort of episode. Um, so this was a nice. It was right from the continuation, kind of like season 2 was from season 1. Just went right through. Don't even need to do pretension about like, oh, here's everybody again. It's just like, nope. Remember last time when they broke up? Nightwing, Nightwing broke up for the team. Well, here it goes. 2 years later, we have this incident on Ran where Jefferson thinks that he accidentally killed this girl, sorry, 14-year-old. Um, but we know behind the scenes that it was because of some unstable tar procedure, whatever, bedlam, something to do with that. They made her into that, and then that obviously wasn't completely working out still, so his unstable stopped her heart. He thought he accidentally electrocuted her to death, but he had Batman and Green Arrow, and I think Plastic Man, Katana, Batwoman, um, pretty much all of the Bat and Arrow fam. Um, they all retired from the Justice League, so I don't know. Like I said, I'll have to rewatch it when I'm editing, but I missed why they were leaving the league. Um, it was something to do with the UN and the Justice League wasn't doing good anymore for some reason, which I don't really get. But like I said, maybe I'll get it filled in once I watch that scene again. Um, and so Tim left because he's part of the Rat Fam. Arrowette and Spoiler, um, from the Young Justice side at least. So we'll see. And then Jefferson left on his own. We got to see a little bit of Jefferson's family. We saw Lynn, Anissa, and Jennifer. I do watch Black Lightning on the CW, so that was cool. I was expecting them to be a bit older, but it makes sense, kind of. Um, they really revamped Black Lightning in this show. I remember in season one and season two, he was a bald dude. And now all of a sudden he's got hair and he looks a bit chunkier. Um, and apparently he's younger now. So I'm like, whatever. It's Black Lightning from season one, season two was just there. This is like a Black Lightning that's more fleshed out. So we're gonna go with this version. Um, but yeah, I'm glad. Like I said, I'm glad they acknowledge that Lynn is the the sister of John Stewart, the Green Lantern, John Stewart. And I wish they'd just they don't have to show a Green Lantern on the CW. I'm not expecting that like level of budget or anything. Okay, I just say like my brother John. You don't have to say John Stewart. You don't have to say anything about Green Lantern Corps. You could just say my brother John. Um, because that's just that's like the level of Easter egg that you need to acknowledge that hey, he exists. He doesn't have to be a Green Lantern. He doesn't even have to have any superpowers or anything. He could just be Brother John. You don't have to show him or anything. Um, I digress again. Um, Artemis was really eager to go. Apparently, Roy, I think they called him Will now. This is Clone Roy Red Arrow from season one. He's living with her with Leanne apparently, the daughter. Cheshire's probably off doing something stupid. I love Cheshire, but she's not a good parental figure. Um, but does that mean like I'm just gonna assume Artemis's aunt? I mean, she had to, yeah, because Cheshire, yeah, I'm dumb. Um, that's cool. They're living out together, taking care of Leanne, trying to live a normal life. Um, yeah, that's all I could think of right now. I wish we'd see Barbara, but we'll get to her eventually, I'm sure. Just to see what her status is, if she's still Batgirl on the side, or is she just being Oracle full time? What's her relationship with Batman and all that? She seems to know about them, but that could just be her hacking stuff. Um, do they know that she's helping Dick on his secret ops, or what? Um, and yeah, I'm just wondering where some of the other Leaguers went. We didn't see Captain Atom at all, and the Atom. Um, who else was in season one that we didn't see in the Justice League here? Season two, sorry. The Hawks, Hawkgirl and Hawkman. They could be dead though. They have resurrection and stuff. Um, we didn't see Hal Jordan. We saw John Stewart briefly, but he wasn't at the meeting, but he was there. Um, Blue Devil, I think that's the name. He was. There's just a couple of people that were missing, so I'm curious what happened to them. Because the way that it sounded, again, I'll have to rewatch that scene, but it sounded like that was the full league there. Superman was obviously away, because they mentioned that later, but it didn't look like a full table, and we're missing some people. We had some new additions in Katana and Batwoman, but and Steel, but we were missing some people, so just we'll see. But yeah, I rambled enough. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.